Welcome to Beavercast. Today we've got me, Daniel Beaver, Oliver Thomas and Patrick Girardot talking about all sorts of stuff. Enjoy.
Do you guys have your first stand-up recorded video?
I wish.
I have audio.
I have a video of
Cheers, man.
Yajin introducing me, and on the night, like I did do all right. But if it's your first time, you get introduced like that. A lot of people do all right? But like I was like, that was probably solid, right? I fucking look at it now and I'm just, oh my fuck. Like there was 4 jokes in it, but there was a lot of like acting and shit. But there was like 4 actual jokes in 7 minutes. But it's.
I remember my first one I did, it was in London, and I remember being so nervous.
When was this?
God, 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. But like COVID got in the way of my budding career.
Yeah.
But and I remember being so scared that I just about 5 minutes before I was supposed to go on, I ran to the toilet. The women's was near us, so I ran into the women's toilets and just kind of in the mirror, I thought I was going to puke. And then I was looking in the mirror like, come on, breathe. You got this, breathe. And the first time I went on, I've still got no real memory of it.
Really?
Oh, yeah. No,
I don't really remember.
I get that thing too. Especially the first ones, I don't really remember.
I just have no recollection.
You guys
honestly.
pee a lot.
Yeah.
Well, it's toilet, innit? Yeah, pissing and oh god, nerves. Yeah.
You always did disappear for that. I like pee 5 times.
That's like that fight or flight reaction, isn't it? It's natural for us.
Yeah.
You going into a terrible situation, so you empty your piss, empty your shit, so you can run away from saber-toothed tigers.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Should jerk off. But maybe you're gonna lose the energy.
No. Yeah, don't jerk off. No, that's bad.
Because then you'll have
if you got
low
a big
energy.
show, keep it bottled. That's
I was
what they
thinking
say.
about it actually for a bit. Like
Boxers do that. They pour ice on their cock.
Yeah, they don't jerk off.
No, because if they want to have sex, they pour ice on their cock and balls.
Yeah, like Ronaldo, the fat Ronaldo.
Fat Ronaldo.
Fat Ronaldo, he did the opposite. He had sex always just before the game. Yeah. But that's how he plays as well, isn't it? He's fucking relaxed.
Brazilians, motherfuckers.
So his plan was to be like have sex before the game.
Yeah, he had during the World Cup. This was the 2002 World Cup where he had that weird hairstyle. There was a story in Brazilian news then that he flew women with him to every single game, and like half an hour before the game he would fuck them because it would relax him for his game.
So he's just like, what?
Yeah.
So a bunch of sex workers are following him around on a fucking
He's
flight.
Ronaldo. He doesn't need to pay them.
Fair enough.
I mean, they're not going to get pregnant. He fucks trannies, right? So,
does he?
Yeah. Famous for it. Yeah, him, Ronaldinho, and Robinho
Together.
No, probably.
Yeah.
Some kind of, is that a Brazilian thing?
Probably, yeah. No, I have no idea.
Fair enough.
Condoms, it's not like a...
It's 2022, guys. Relax.
But
I think it's perfectly fine. It's just interesting that it seems like 3 very famous Brazilian footballers
Daniel,
are all
where
doing
are
the
your
same
hands?
thing. Crossed. What's wrong with that? What does that mean?
I don't know if is he getting hard?
Oh, yeah,
listening to.
Fuck off.
We started talking about transvestites and Daniel's hand started sliding down.
Sliding down. Hey, I'll tell you what, if you find it attractive, it's all fluid, man.
It is.
If you find someone attractive. I was once in this club in Blackpool near my hometown, and there was I was on a night out with nurses, so I was the only man. It was a bunch of nurses, and watching
Male
this
and
show.
female nurses. Or just female nurses?
All female nurses, but a friend of mine was one of the nurses and asked if I wanted to go along. So, being the gentleman I am, so do you want to come out with me and 6 nurses? Yeah, all right.
I'll see if my schedule
Let's have a think about this one, shall I?
He was calling them cunts back in the day.
No, God, no.
Sluts.
Well, and we got to this place, it's called Funny Girls, right? So imagine everyone who's male there is female, so the bouncers are all female. And the kind of, it's like a role reversal thing. So it's a real like famous gay place, transgender. And there was this person looking at me, and I thought she was gorgeous. And I just said to the others like, "Oh, she's really nice, blah blah." And that's a man. And I said, "No, I don't think it is. No, that's a man." And I said, "I honestly no." And I walk up to her and I was like, "Yeah." And she was kind of, I'm exaggerating. She's like, "All right." And I was like, "Oh yeah, shit." And that's what I said. I just said, "I just think you're very beautiful," and walked away.
There's a good podcast actually by 3 transvestites in Munich called Meat Girls, and it's really funny. It's quite good. Shout out to Meat Girls.
Meat girls or me girls?
Meat.
As in like meat, flesh. Okay, Meet Girls. Cool.
Patrick, Patrick asked what we think about or how we upload clips to socials of comedy or what we think about it.
I think before we get on the specifics on the technical parts, like what do you consider is like starting out? Because we are starting out. Like,
I was just gonna finish that with you have to know basically none of us upload shit, which is
I've never uploaded anything, any video.
I did today. I did well today, but like in general, I find it. So I think the thing that is like, what do you upload? And the difficult thing is we're often all hesitant to upload bits, which is a mistake because if any of us are going to get further in comedy, the shit what we're using now, there are one or two in between, but it's going to be gone.
Yeah,
it's going to be
that's
completely
true.
different
That's
stuff. Like I don't know, my gym joke that I do. There's no chance I'm doing that in a year. They're like I'm just not. It's not quality wise. It's not up there, right? So it's just.
But if it's quality wise not up there, why would you put it online now?
Well, it's not that bad. It's not bad. But like I think like over exaggerating thing like I can't upload it because so if that shit goes viral and a fuck ton of people see it, you lose the joke. But you have a fuck ton of people.
Dude, if it goes viral, you have to do that joke.
Yeah, exactly. That's
like
the point.
Bert Kreischer's machine.
I was just going to say Bert Kreischer's machine.
Yeah.
He fucking does it every
you
single
have it,
time.
yeah.
It's Bert Kreischer. He's a big fat comedian who always takes his shirt on.
No.
Oh my god!
And he has a
you
bit
love
called
it.
The Machine, where he was in Russia and he outdrinks loads of Russians. And it's not genius the way he does it or anything, but it's one of the comedy story bits that I like to listen to. I could listen to it every 2 days. It's so funny.
What's the guy's name again?
Bert Kreischer.
Bert
Bert
Kreischer.
Yeah,
You don't know the guy.
he's massive. He's one of these comedians. He's like
He's in the Rogan crew.
yeah.
All right, no.
Tom
Joe
Segura.
List and all and Segura and all them. Yeah.
You don't know Tom Segura? So
I've
they
heard
have
the name.
They have a podcast together. It's called Two Mans, One Cave.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
Two
I
Bears,
think
One
that's
Cave.
where, yeah, no, I
Two
heard
bears, one cave.
Too bad. Yeah, not Two Men. Yeah.
I think that's where I heard this like old fucking shower joke ages ago. Yeah. Anyway,
Bert Bert Kreischer's not bad, but he has his most famous bit that he does, and he does it he says like I was listening to a podcast recently, and do you listen to the Sober October episode of Rogan?
Not
Oh
yet.
yeah, but they were talking about it there, and he said like it's his banker joke that he always has to do. He has to do it he does stadiums somehow. And he does stadiums, and every single time he has to do it, even though everybody knows it's like playing your hit song, right?
Yeah.
It's
do people shout out for it?
Yeah, they'll call him the Machine.
That's his nickname. Yeah.
It's the Machine.
Because there was this guy, he's dead now, Gilbert Gottfried. You know,
Fucking love him.
Yeah.
He was so funny, and I
He
saw
died recently, right?
Yeah,
2
I
years
think,
ago, so
No,
less.
I think this year.
Was it this year? Yeah.
Really? Oh yeah. They had the whole at the Comedy Store in New York. They had the whole
Memorial something.
memorial open mic.
And I saw him doing some gig. I don't know where it was. There's a big crowd, and everyone's just shouting out the punchlines. Because his material was but they knew it all, and they were still loving it. They were still really excited. It's like you say, some kind of band playing their old hits.
Yeah.
They still want to hear it. Back to the classic. It's the Jaws of comedy.
I mean, Jimmy Carr's the same kind of. I mean, he re-raps it in a slightly different, but like, if I wanted to come back, I would have.
Yeah.
I would have. What is it? I would have.
I'd have scraped it off your mother's teeth.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And like he has that repackaged in 100 different jokes, but like you just want to hear him call someone's mother a whole. That's like
Basically, yeah. That's what's funny about it.
But wrapping up, like going back to to why we started that thing. Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel that I don't really like my jokes as well. Maybe I like them at the start and then I hate them.
That's everyone.
So I actually don't feel that motivated to put them out. I think I want to wait as well that I get a bit better. But I think maybe some clips of like little crowd work here and there.
This is the thing, because when I do the hosting, right, which is why I like to film it, there's some things that just spontaneous come out that are not jokes, and they'll never be able to be repeated. But in that moment, they're really funny. So I think that's the kind of stuff I'm looking to upload. But even then, like, what is it? You use TikTok Reels? I read something that Insta Reels and TikTok the max length for a clip that you want is 34 seconds.
Yeah, I know.
Maximum.
Yeah.
People's attention spans are so fucked. Maximum 34 seconds. Fucking hell, man.
Well, yeah, you can split it though. You can have like a shortened version and a longer version.
Yeah, but still, then you've got to edit something that's kind of little and spontaneous. That seems pointless to me.
Well, so for instance, I uploaded today. You saw it, Daniel, Patrick. You saw it's the bit with the English queuing for the Queen's funeral, and so I uploaded the whole bit as a clip with you even introducing me, and then also just a story where it's 15 seconds and it just gets one laugh, because that's what people want. Some of the shit, like some of the pro comedians, their crowd work they upload isn't even that fantastic, but it's just the frequency that they're shooting shit out there that people are just used to going onto their shit. Like fucking like the algorithm, the amount of stuff I see by Stavros, Halkios, Mark Normand, and Samuel, because they're my like favorite at the moment. And these are like that new generation of American comics who did specials on YouTube. They're all over the fucking social.
So they've come from social media first and then become mainstream because of social media.
Well, they've been working the clubs as well. They're still like in the middle. They're not that new that they come directly from social media.
No, yeah.
There are those guys from the, what's it called? Stiff Sock.
I don't know.
Just one guy. He does like really good fucking hilarious clips.
There's also like, because they're still traditional stand-ups, right? But there's also purely TikTok comedians who literally.
So what do they do? Just sell jokes into the webcam?
No, they do. They basically work open mics and just get clips of crowd work and just upload them. Not with the goal to at one point sell out a solo show somewhere and get first 50, then at some point 500 people in there. Their goal is to get traction on TikTok because they see that as
what? Just to get like ad revenue or some shit.
Well, if you get over, like there's you can calculate it, can't you? If you get 1 million subscribers, you've got 5K in cash coming into your account every month.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah,
1 million equals 5K.
Easy.
That's from ad revenue.
Yeah.
You're fucking joking.
Instagram or TikTok?
No, I'm talking subscribers, not views, right? Subscribers is not
subscribers, yeah. Or is it not followers rather than subscribers?
Well, the same thing.
This is YouTube or
this is YouTube.
or TikTok.
All right, but get 1 million subscribers.
You'd be fucking happy, but God, how many people have 1 million subscribers?
Exactly. Not even the famous comedians. Like,
someone was telling me, right? What's getting? You could have a brilliant clip, right? It gets maybe 10 million views. You know what gets like 80, 90 million views? It's like people making fake like goo, to throw at people. 90 fucking million people watching shit like that. It's unbelievable.
I love it. That's the internet making justice.
It's fucking unbelievable.
Samuel has 257,000.
Yeah.
So it's way far from 1 million.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But there's like TikTok comedians who've never played a fucking show over 100 people and they're making bank off it. But they're not making as much bank as him because he's like they're hard on the road, right?
I just say cunts too much.
Who? The Samuel?
Not me.
Oh, you. Yeah.
I love the word cunt.
I fucking love cunt.
For some reason, like people have told me, like when British people say cunt, it sounds a lot better than Americans.
It does.
It's harder.
I've heard it.
I can, because we were talking about earlier that in American the word cunt. If an American says cunt to a woman, like in a video or something, I do feel it. Like it does seem very offensive. You dumb cunt. Like it does sound, it really is like knocking them down. And in English, it's just not. It's just like, you fucking cunt.
It's like also you can use it as a friend. Like you say in Britain,
cunt.
you say like, hey mate, hey you cunt.
Yeah.
It's just like
I'm used to use it. Like I'm used to hearing it from the British version.
Yeah.
Not the Americans.
Which can be
I'm not used to. I mean, okay, I'm not denying that it's not used, but it's not used that frequently.
In the States, you can't do a lot of that kind of thing because it's. I think any swearing is really bad. So you kind of fuck yourself.
I think you're overreacting on that. Really, like who we were just talking about, like those two comedians. They have
everyone.
Everyone has dirty words, like and swears a lot. And they're not only playing their arenas where only their people are coming. They're playing like Tallahassee Comedy Club, and you're all right. I don't think it's that bad in America.
No.
All right. Well, in my head, I'm thinking like all these like really fucking religious conservative types will be going. I guess they're not going out for live comedy though.
That's
are
the
they?
thing.
If you don't go on to comedy club, but if they do like their own events, maybe it might be different or like specific. But if you
Well,
go
they get
to
their own
like
fans,
comedy
right?
clubs,
Yeah.
comedy clubs, it will be allowed for sure.
I guess where as well. I imagine somewhere like New York is much more okay with that thing than would be some.
But even in the South, you can fucking like a lot of people record specials in Texas, right? And there's quite a few comedians from Texas, and
Because of Austin, Texas.
also now Austin, Texas, but like other places there as well. And they're all pretty dirty. They're not clean. I was going to ask that earlier. What do you guys think of? I noticed yesterday on the clip that I uploaded, I said fuck 7 times, I think, or 5 or 7 times.
in what, in like 10 seconds?
No, 1 minute, 20 seconds. I said fuck 6.
So what are you doing? Yeah, you're knocking out a fuck
it
every
natural.
15 seconds.
Yeah,
Every 20 seconds.
But there it was it was like to push it over because I was like, these fucking English, and that's why I was doing it. But there I was like, that was a little too much.
I think 7 fucks in 80 seconds is good if you're describing English people. I think it's all right.
I didn't even notice that. Like,
I
just
tune
used
out
to
with
that.
hearing fuck constantly in relation to English. And I can't help but agree right now.
like, did he say prick?
Prick,
Fucking cunt.
prick, cunt,
Did he say prick?
prick, cunt, motherfucker.
That's what fucking kills me in I got it. That fucking kills me in German comedy because it's not fun to swear in German. And I like this motherfucker, or this fucking, or this. I fucking love doing that. And in German, it's
I think when English people do it, I notice like, especially in German crowds, if I say fick dich, they laugh all the time.
yeah, because but that's it's funny if someone not
Like non-Germans say, ha ha, fick dich.
fick dich.
That means fuck you, if anyone doesn't know. But I guess you could have guessed that already.
Yeah, fick dich. It fucking sounds. It's not gonna mean something else, is it?
Does not sound that cool.
Fick dich. I guess it depends if you say,
My tone of voice. Yeah.
fick dich. Fick dich.
Germans have some really weird put downs. There's like when I was growing up, like people called people Arschgeige.
What does Arschgeige mean? Is Geiger violinist?
Yeah, it means ass violin.
Arschgeige.
Yeah, I have no idea where it comes from, but it's called Arschgeige. Or the Arschgeburt, which means your mother.
It's abortion. Yeah. Is that abortion? Ausgeburt?
Nee, Arschgeburt means asshole birth.
Okay.
TikTok. So how you do Reels and TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Well, Instagram Reels, right? And there's TikTok. It took me ages to figure out the difference between TikTok and Twitch. But I've never...
How did that take you? They completely...
No, it's just like, to me, it was just these... I really am not a fan of social media.
But Twitch is something... Twitch is
I know
alright.
I know it's live streaming, but then you get dickheads watching other people play computer games for like
I
fucking
watch
4
people play
hours.
Starcraft all the time.
Why in the name of fuck would
Why
you
do you watch
sit
people
there,
play football?
Watch? Oh, I've had this thrown at me 1,000 times because it's culturally interesting and it's a culturally interesting
South
experience to
Korea-
watch football.
In South Korea, the biggest sport in South Korea is Starcraft 2. It's the most watched sport, more than any actual sport. It's the most watched thing in South Korea. It's Starcraft 2.
But also, like watching sports, for example, if you're in a
be
stadium,
swimming.
if you're in a stadium, it's amazing the electric atmosphere you get with the crowd in a
I
stadium.
went to a
live
Starcraft
football.
tournament where someone crowd surfed.
I just no.
Wait, you went to a Starcraft?
No,
I've been to Starcraft. They used to have at the university here. They had Starcraft evenings where you would watch it on big TVs. But I've also been to an actual Starcraft tournament with a crowd.
I've never even played StarCraft.
Listen,
Well, that's where you're going wrong, isn't it?
I fucking hate watching someone else playing video games.
Yeah.
Me
like,
too. Every
even
other game
if-
except for Starcraft,
What's special about StarCraft?
it's like chess on steroids.
What? Really? Isn't it like a
It's
shooting? game?
No, it's real time strategy game, but you have to be. If you understand what's going on, it's actually quite like they're clever people
I
playing.
have
that.
no idea.
No, you don't. No, but you'd have to get into it first.
I just want to play. I want to play first-person shooters. I want to shoot things
Yeah, I know you do.
to make me feel better about my terrible life. That's all I want to do. Blow the shit out of someone. Battlefield, man. Battlefield's where it's at. And rather than fucking watching other people play it, do it yourself. Right? Why watch other people play StarCraft when you can play StarCraft?
What about football?
I play football as well, though.
Yeah, but you still watch it.
I'd rather play football than watch it,
All right.
but I enjoy watching it. But because I play it, I can relate to it a lot more.
That's true.
But I guess it's the same thing for Star Lord.
Star fucking Lord.
Star Lord 7000.
Star Wars.
Star Lord, whatever the hell it is. Star. Bleh. Yeah, but still, I for me, it's a computer game. It's like, all right, then, what are you going to do? I'm going to spend 5 hours watching someone play Monopoly.
Well, I didn't know it
Why
was
would I
like
do
that
that?
much of a strategy game, right? I thought it was like more of a shooting.
Well,
Like when
so
you see
like-
Fortnite, that thing. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. But
like-
they have like events similar to that for Fortnite.
Yeah, not really though. Counter-Strike, Starcraft, and Dota are the big esport games. They do have Fortnite as well, but they're not as big. It's
Well, like-
popular, but
there's strategy in Scrabble, and no one's going to sit there watching people play that for 5 hours.
like fucking look at these.
Like, cunt. See, how many words do you get? What's the word score for cunt?
Well, look at these fucking chess people. They're fucking.
I like playing chess though, but I don't watch other people play it.
Yeah, but it's huge fucking market. Look, there's like every single day on the like top news on the fucking BBC is that some Russian kid put a dildo up his ass to get instructions how to move a fucking chess piece, isn't it?
Is that true?
Yeah, that's how Magnus Carlsen's the biggest chess player in the world.
I know he walked
he
out because
played-
he said someone was.
he played this kid, and he was just like, "There's no way he came up with those moves next because they're so complicated. There's no way he came up that," and he just left. He's like, "That's definitely cheating." He had no proof, and then he was like, "No, it can't be." And the theory was because he offered to play a game naked. Also, the theory is that he uses an anal plug that has vibrations in it that tells him where to put the pieces. And
A fucking butt plug.
a butt plug, a vibrating butt plug. Yeah, and that's apparently how he's been doing it. And then they
Well,
had,
can they not pick up on the radio signals? So there must be some signals to the butt plug.
maybe, I don't know. But then some university in the US analyzed 100 of his games to see like if they can, because they have a computer that can calculate if that is the 100% best move that a computer would have calculated. Because if that's then the case, and he's always choosing that means he must have been cheating. And all of his games had it. And he's like, so it's
Completely naked.
No. He's offered to play completely naked, but
But even then, you'd have to basically, in an airport where you anal fucking search for drugs,
Yeah,
you're gonna
do
have to like put your hand right in and make sure have a fiddle. Is there anything in his ass that might help him to cheat?
The kid's fucked. Everyone was fucking Magnus Carlsen. He's a dickhead. He's just losing and he can't handle it. And I was the same. I was like, yeah, fuck that old guy. And then apparently the kid's the shithead.
Does he go around with like Ronaldo with all the girls when he?
Probably.
Magnus Carlsen's like fucking like it's 30 minutes before the game.
You can be horny like when you start playing chess.
Well, no,
and
he's
have a
not.
thing
But
up
neither
your
was
ass.
Ronaldo. Wasn't horny before he's playing football. He was horny before.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. Like if he gets a hard on, because this thing is vibrating up his ass.
But Magnus Carlsen's not the guy with the ass vibrator telling him which moves to do. It's the other guy.
Yeah,
It's the other guy.
Yeah, Magnus Carlsen is just good. The other
He's
guy
just like, yeah, good
is just
player.
a piece of shit.
Okay, whoever the piece of shit was.
Yeah.
But yeah, But what's the point? You're going to get figured out. But maybe
No, he made
he's
fucking
thinking,
tons of money.
all right. And also, he must have got a kinky thrill out of it as well.
Yeah,
You're
fucking
playing
fun.
that game, moving a chess piece. You move your bishop, and then
And
a
maybe-
little,
That's my point.
Hey, maybe
I'm making a connection there between bishop religious symbols and your arse being.
penetrated.
Deep.
Maybe we can do that for crotch comedy. You can.
Fondled. It's not more like fondled. But I imagine if you got something in your ass that vibrates every now and again, I imagine it's quite pleasant.
Well, probably.
You must be used to it as well.
But how do they do it? Like, is it if it vibrates to the left?
Don't look at me, man.
Vibrates to the right.
Just look at
or
me.
like
It's
fucking
frequency.
like Morse code.
Morse code.
Morse code.
It is. I think it is.
Vibrate,
No.
vibrate.
I think it's literally is Morse code because they take like 6 minutes to do the next thing, right? And the only thing he has to Morse is A7 or something like that, right? It's not that hard. So they use Morse code. Smart.
Smart. Yeah.
So when I'm doing crotch comedy next Sundays, maybe Patrick, you could come along. I'll put an anal beads up my thing, and then you can tell me which jokes are killing and which aren't.
Well, I will be making up the Morse code.
To be honest, if there's something stuffed up,
C-U-N-T.
if there's If there's something stuffed up your ass though, and we're trying to help you tell jokes, I'd just be pressing it constantly because I'd find that really funny, and you'd just be like
running around in circles. Fuck
what's
my
this
ass.
idiot doing?
When he's singing the St. Martin song with the children's voice, I'll be like going buzzing there.
He'll be singing a St. Martin song about the children, and you're firing a fucking probe up his ass.
I try to write a joke about the guy with the thing, but you know, this happens to me often. If I have a topic that's so obscure, or the topic itself is already kind of funny because it's so weird, but if I just said that on its own, it's not funny. It's like kind of funny, right?
Yeah.
That the guy has then I find it hard to get the funny out of it because they're already expecting it to be funny. It's more funny. I find it easier to write a joke if you're on a boring topic and then you go somewhere funny with it.
But I'd imagine a lot of people, when you talk about chess, are automatically going to think it's boring. And then you bring in this. And how many people are really going to know that this guy had a fucking probe stuck up his ass telling him what to do?
That story on it, that's what I mean.
First of all, it's not said. We don't know.
I think it's pretty much proven.
Is it?
Yeah, like no guarantees here. We don't know exactly, so we're just speculating.
Yeah, chess.com don't come after us.
I play on chess.com all the time.
Yeah, I know. I see you play chess, cheeky bugger. I see you sometimes.
No, I fucking love it. I've got 3 games going on right now.
Yeah, that's how you do it, don't you? I've got a mate who
I
does that.
sometimes play like 8 games at once, yeah.
Yeah, but the Starcraft people are weird, huh?
So, but chess is a classic game of strategy. And
It's all fucking classics.
I just give up. I give up, honestly.
I'm Googling chess champion shooting anal.
What the fuck does that pull up?
No, what was it? I was talking to my girlfriend Vanessa yesterday about a topic, and it's like, why use that? That's already so funny. But it's just like it's the premise itself. There's no surprises there.
What, the guy with the fucking...
No, that is an example. Also,
Yeah.
I had another example yesterday. It's just like if something's so obvious, and just the premise itself is a funny story. I find that hard to make into good comedy. I find it easier if you take a boring everyday topic and then you make it obscure.
That seems to work better. I wonder why that is.
I think it's more surprising, right? So if you I don't know, I mean, it works sometimes that you can do it differently, but it's often, what do people like? They like to either have a theory and be proven wrong, or they like a surprise. Is one of the two things that they usually like, right? Or if they have recognition, if they like, if it's observational, it's like, hey, guys know what the person at the supermarket who knows all the numbers to all the fruit and something like that. And they're like, oh, I remember that. Yeah, I'm involved. Like, right, that's the other part. But like, if it's just like, I was walking down the road and I saw a fucking dog driving a car or something, like that's just like the premise is. And that,
I don't know why I find that funny. Okay.
Yeah, but like that on its own, if I was trying to do a comedy bit, if I saw that, right, and then I try to do a comedy bit about it, it's already just like the premise is so obscure. So where do you go from there?
What kind of dog was it?
Lab.
it was a Jack.
Like, see, a joke for that, you can only go on wordplay, right? Like,
What kind of a dog drives a car?
you really shouldn't have set the joke up before you had a joke there. It would have been better. You like let us talk for a little bit, think of a joke, and then go for it. You were just like, build it up. I've got nothing.
A Rottweiler? Rottweiler?
Shih Tzu. Because it's funny to say Shih Tzu. A Shih Tzu. A Shih Tzu drives a Subaru. God, what am I doing?
Suzuki.
Shih Tzu Suzuki 2023 e-bike. Powered by dogs.
Yeah, I had cat stuff, but people don't like cats, so you stay away from cats. So I've learned about comedy. So.
Or they're extremely protective about cats or...
Did you see that fucking Netflix thing? Don't fuck with cats.
I watched The Secret Life of Cats.
It's no, honestly, it's fucking mental. And it's like, there was this fucking psycho, and he was like putting videos online, like torturing cats and killing them.
Oh, yeah.
And there's one where he sets a python on it. And then
Jeffrey
these
Dahmer.
people that worse than that, you can kill people, but you can't fucking kill cats. And this guy, and they tracked him down, these like internet sleuths.
Reddit people, fortunately.
There were people like trying to like you really track down who's doing this, and they caught him because he invited some guy back to his flat and he cut his head off, and I think police found his head in the bath.
Jesus.
So Dharma-esque after all.
There's a story. There was this old woman, and there was a famous clip in the UK, and she's got a cat, and she's got by the scruff of its neck, and she walks up to her wheelie bins outside of her house, walks up to, and just like throws the fucking cat, and then closes it, And then there was this like witch hunt on Reddit. I remember I was like watching the thread. They were like fucking CSIing this thing. Like, okay, we've zoomed in on the number on her house. Those are only produced here, and then they narrowed it down. Now, then they fucking found this woman, ruined her life. They had like calling police there, calling like pizza, all this different. Turns out fake video.
That's what I was about to say. Like, fuck.
But also, whoever.
Fuck those cunts.
But if someone did video it, because this guy who was like, "Don't fuck with cats," was filming this on his own
was for
specifically.
full content.
Whereas if someone else is filming it as a third party, then they're clearly filming it because they don't like it.
Yeah.
So they'd automatically find out who it is.
Yeah, but this was third party, but it was just like old footage and it was just on YouTube. No one knew about it. And then they went after this woman, ruined her life, and then she...
But then why would you post fake video of chucking a cat?
No, there was like something behind it. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't what it seems. Maybe the cat wanted to be in the bin.
Well, the cat said, "Yeah, throw me in a bin, please."
Maybe it was dead. She just picked it up and just threw it in the bin.
Either way, it's just weird that you'd have, what am I going to do today? What I'm going to do today? Oh, yeah, I'm going to pick up a cat and throw it in a bin and have someone film it and put that on YouTube.
Well, you see,
what kind of a fucking idiot would do that?
Have you been on the internet? There's a lot of this shit out there.
Yeah, fucking morons.
Oh man, I used to have friends who would spend the whole afternoon like smoking and watching videos of people dying.
Hey, don't. Dying. Oh, there's a subreddit.
I saw one by accident. And it's fucking horrible. I do not want to watch
this. Is a shout out to the listeners. Go on Reddit r/r/people fucking dying. That will ruin your day for you. It's fucking horrible.
That was before Reddit.
What?
That was before Reddit.
No, this is on Reddit. Though,
oh,
right?
yeah, okay.
Yeah, fucking horrible. People watch. I don't watch any. I turn the news off if it's too much for me. Like watching it.
Fucking horrible. I was on Twitter and then suddenly this fucking video pops up.
Yeah, Twitter's wild.
Of this it was horrifying. Like someone being stabbed to death. Like it was in a jungle. And then they cut her head off. Yeah. It was just unbelievable. I still can't get it out of my head.
You'll remember this, Daniel. The first one of that was, what was his name? Ken Bigsby or something?
We used the guy who was ISIS killed him, right? They cut his head off.
It wasn't, I think it was Al-Qaeda still back then. It was like,
was it? Okay.
It was OGs. But I remember that video. I was like sat in class and remember you could send like GIFs via Bluetooth back in the day on phones. And someone sent me, and back in the day we used to send, and someone sent me a video and it's like this fucking old phone that could load GIFs. And it was just this fucking guy, and it was Ken Bigsby getting his head chopped off. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is wrong with people? I was like, I'm 13 and I'm not into this, man. Like, what the hell?
I was 13. Yeah, I liked that shit when I was 13.
Yeah,
I don't want to watch people having their heads cut off. I like it in the movies,
but you see,
I don't want to watch it for real.
Yeah, but
did they do it in one shot? Or
yeah, he went. But it's like a chicken, isn't it? He lives for another.
Really doesn't feel real. Doesn't feel real at all, which is almost the sad part of it.
Yeah,
anyone ever?
But it kind of gives me a bit of like if I see other people watching that shit, I don't think they're total psychos. I think they're just looking for something a bit thrilling, but it's still, if you're seeing it on your phone or on a computer, you don't really get the connection that is real.
But even
if you enjoy watching someone get it live, that is a different thing, right? Then you're like, oh, you're a really total psycho. But if you watch it on your phone, you're like, yeah, okay, you're kind of fucked up, but not that much.
But maybe a connection between like people who go out and they commit these crimes and they're watching it constantly. If I was sitting around, what are you doing all day? I've spent 8 hours watching people getting killed on the internet.
Yeah, but that's half of all people watching fucking true crime things all day, isn't it? And I'm fucking one of them. I love...
Yeah, no, there's a difference between a true crime... I love the true crime stuff. There's a difference between a true crime cut and some fucking fuckhead with his phone.
But even when you see it in real... I was in Vietnam, I saw a dead body, and I was just, that's a dead body.
Really?
Yeah, on the side of the road, just dead.
I've never seen a dead body.
The real thing would freak me out.
No, that didn't freak me out at all. We went by, and I was like, Jesus, someone was pick him up.
How'd you know he was dead?
He's fucking blue.
Shit. Oh, that close. Oh, it was that close.
Yeah, he was on the side of the road. He just died. And
so no one picked him
drove
up?
by. Yeah, he just motorcycle accident, died, and then everyone just drove by.
You see that shit? Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry about this. It's supposed to be like a funny podcast, but now it's gone fucked.
Could have been a member of the Blue Man Group.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Oh God,
He wasn't good enough.
he wasn't quite.
He was the fourth Blue Man. They were touring Vietnam. They just hit Ho Chi Minh
Toured
City.
Vietnam. One of them, 4 toured Vietnam, 3 made it back.
Yeah, they paid the Viet Cong to take off the fourth.
How long have they been going on? Like 30?
No. I found the Blue Man Group is a franchise. There's not the Blue Man Group.
Oh,
There's you can pay for a course and you can go to California. You learn to be a Blue Man and you can do your own Blue Man shit.
What do they do in Blue Man shit?
I thought
They
it was the
drum.
same.
They got like these pipes everywhere.
Yeah.
There's like 27. I think there's like 27 active Blue Man groups around the world. They've got like these handmade. You ever seen those like people on the side of the road who play like pipes with their flip flops? You seen shit like that? Like
They do that.
they do that, but they're dressed. They're completely blue. And
No,
there's
I've
like,
seen a poster. I thought they were German
No. Germany just also has a Blue Man group.
because I've
They're from the
I've
US.
seen posters for the Blue Man Group.
Yeah, they're from
But
the
what's
US.
so entertaining about that? People who
It's
paint
a
themselves
whole. It's
blue.
a whole
They
spectrum.
do it good. Like
Have you seen it live?
I seen it years ago. But I didn't pay. It was a live thing. I think Swatch was doing like a anniversary thing, and so it was a free show. I was a kid.
Do you think anybody's ever bought the Blue Man group to play that funeral?
That's what I'm talking about.
That would be fucking fun. Who would you have at your funeral? Go.
As a band?
The band, singer, comedian, anything.
Question. Jamiroquai. I'd have Jamiroquai.
I've seen them live.
I've seen Jamiroquai live.
Fucking amazing.
You seen them live? You fuckers.
I saw them in Manchester, MEN Arena. It was fucking brilliant.
I've seen them right after, like, it was a couple of years ago, and the guy got like a couple of spine surgeries.
Okay.
So they had to stop the tour, and that was the first date or second date after he came back. He got like way fatter. But I think it was the first like
Opioids
first,
make you fat.
Yeah, first gig after he was operated like 4 times or something like that, and he wasn't jumping around like usual, but
Obviously,
he was
spinal
singing
surgery.
the whole concert. Like, he didn't fucking miss a note. It was amazing.
No, it's class. I saw Jamiroquai
Oh
live
my
and it was
God.
fucking amazing.
It's good when artists have like a down, they come up harder. I went to
Come up harder.
no, I went to see Eagles of Death Metal. The first,
The fuck are they?
the
After
American
Paris,
rock band.
or-
Yeah, they were the band who played in Paris during the terror attack, where 300
Bataclan.
people or 200 people were killed of their fans in front
ISIS
of them.
attack, man.
Was that in a theatre?
Yeah,
I thought it was a theatre play, so it was actually
No,
a band.
it was a rock
was
band.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
Called
and
Eagles of Death Metal.
And 1 month later, they played Munich, and they were so fucking emotional, obviously. And that was a fucking good show, let me tell you.
Really?
Why did they not kill the band instead? Why did
But
they
they
just...
tried. The band ran fucking away. They got shot at. Everyone got shot at.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, and that was crazy shit. That was good though. I might have them at my funeral.
Eagles of Death Metal.
Yeah, they're used to death.
It seems apt, yeah. If the death seems to follow
They don't
them
actually
around.
play death metal. They play like more like
It's a rock and roll.
like desert rock.
Desert rock, yeah, exactly. That's it.
What the hell is desert rock?
Queen of the Stone
Queens
Age.
of the Stone
Oh,
Age,
okay,
them,
right.
that sort of stuff.
Fuck, my pop culture references are sore.
But
It's like, but this isn't like news, like that desert rock thing. That was like kind of a fad through the 2000s a little bit that came through. It just sounds like a little bit more like laid back rock and roll style mixed with current alternative rock.
Okay.
But now they're not popular anymore because, the ISIS thing has faded out.
Well, because he turned into a fucking crazy raging racist afterwards.
Did he?
Yeah, well, no, he's always been like really pro guns, but he was like in Paris saying that if everybody there had a gun, the terrorists wouldn't have had a chance and shit like that, and the families, and there's huge arguments and everything.
He's got a point.
Yeah.
He's got a point. I remember the ISIS time.
Worryingly, but maybe. So
No,
what
he
about you,
fucking
Patrick?
doesn't. Like,
was
look at the school.
traveling
It doesn't
around.
work
No,
like
I
that.
know it
does
doesn't. I know it doesn't fucking work. So what about you, Patrick?
During
your
ISIS. Oh no, I was thinking about. I want ISIS.
ISIS.
I want
didn't realise
ISIS, the
ISIS had a
band.
band.
Yeah, but now they're banned. Yeah. I remember.
I think he did do that joke on purpose. right?
Did you do that on purpose? I don't think so.
Massive Attack.
Oh, that's actually musically really fitting.
The fucking. I saw Massive Attack live in Munich maybe 3-4
I
years
did
ago.
too,
They
that.
played at Zenit.
Oh no,
Zenit, and it
my
was
least favorite venue here.
No, it's a terrible venue. It looks beautiful. The
Sounds like
architecture,
absolute
but the
shit.
fucking acoustics are shit.
I
But
saw
it was
them
cool to
right-
see Massive Attack.
Yeah, I seen them in Brussels right during the ISIS thing was going
Right.
on. I texted my mom and said,
PSA.
I'm gonna go see Massive Attack tonight. I said, what the fuck are you gonna do?
Massive. It took me a second. I just made the connection. Massive Attack
And the
in a
opening
theater.
band- the opening band was called, they're amazing. They're called Young Fathers.
Okay.
Oh my God, they were so good. And it was so weird because it was like right during the ISIS hysteria. I think it was like the week after there was the bombing in Brussels.
Right.
So like paranoia generally was on. And you have quite of like an open-minded crowd to a Massive Attack, you know, quite leftist and stuff like this. But I had to say the opening band, they had, so it was a stadium and there were like these weird lights going on and there were like these Arabic signs going around and it was kind of cheap and there was this kind of noise, kind of like constant sound going and no one was really getting what the fuck was going on. And people were starting to freak out because it was like,
I guess
oh
you'd be-
shit.
I mean, they are called Massive Attack.
Yeah, and the band before the Young Fathers were doing this thing, and it was just they were using the paranoia to get the tension up
Right,
to
okay.
start the concert. It was brilliant.
It worked. Oh, cool.
Oh my God! But like people were like, actually looking around, like, where the fuck is that?
But you know, after a terrorist attack, that's the best time to go on holiday somewhere because it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
some kind
to
of
the place that had the attack.
terrorist attack or war. About a week after, because it's not going to happen again.
You reckon,
Generally,
like next week something's gonna happen?
No,
in
no,
Egypt?
no. Terrorist attacks never comes in twos. The Twin Towers, for instance.
that was one thing.
What about
That
the
was
Pentagon?
one thing. So there you go. If some like crazy fuck shoots people up in Cairo, then the week after it would be dirt cheap. And the chances of it happening again are very small because they'll shoot the people doing the shooting. Fair enough. That's a little way to get a cheap holiday for you.
I did say I wanted to go to Russia.
Thanks for listening. Hope you really enjoyed it. And there'll be another episode soon. Cheers. Bye.